Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It is me, CaniSports, and welcome back to the Liverpool Career Mode. This is episode number 15. If you guys might remember, normally my career modes do take a max of like 14 or 13 episodes per season, but in FIFA 16 I tried to simulate as less games as possible and you guys have enjoyed it. But in this one I will sim a few, but I hope that's okay with you guys because they are the last ones that I will sim in this whole season. In today's first episode, I have asked you guys if you believe that the players which were bought by Liverpool in real life had an impact in our team, and most of you said yes because Danny Ings has been doing quite a good job. Roberto Firmino, really good so far, a lot of assists from him. James Milner, he is just basically my favorite player in this team so far, especially in the midfield because he is just so good defensively and offensively. And Klein, I mean, come on. There's nothing wrong about Klein. You guys have really enjoyed all the new signings that Liverpool have made, and I'm really kind of glad that I haven't changed up the starting 11 so far because I've kept it as realistic as possible. In the first season I've only bought players for the bench until Coutinho got injured, and right now we have a problem with Sacco as well, so Ginta is playing in the centre-back position together with Skrtel. I've been telling you guys for such a long time that my defending sucks, but here you have a statistic that shows you that Liverpool in this season in the Barclays Premier League have conceded the least amount of goals. We are in the first spot with only 19 goals conceded throughout over 30 games, and that is a really good statistic, and I will try to hold it below 25 until the end of the season because I think that would be a great statistic to look at the end of the season. But here you can see we are playing against Stoke City. It is a cold wet night. Not in Stoke though, it is at our home ground. Emre Can with the pass, 55th minute. First half, nothing happened, and now it was time to get that goal in, to get the 3 points. Jordan Ibe with the pass to Lallana, but his shot is just not good enough. Now Diouf on the left hand side has a lot of space. He crosses it in, a very bad clearance by Lucas, and then Ginta in the last second gets to it, but luckily the deflection landed in front of a player that was not able to finish it because that was a position that any striker in the world should have scored in. After that I have made 2 changes and I've gotten a free kick in the 78th minute, and I had to bring in James Milner because no one else in this team could take a free kick. He got subbed in, 26th minute. It would be the perfect moment for James Milner, who does hit the crossbar and the goalkeeper gets to it. I mean, that would have been the perfect joker to get into the game and score in a really nice way. Gabriel tries to hit the target in the 90th minute. The goalkeeper gets to it, but we do get a corner kick. James Milner looking for someone to cross it to. Jordan Ibe waiting around the penalty area. He gets to it. The defender falls down. Jordan Ibe has some time, but the shot is deflected and we do get another corner kick. James Milner again on this one. This time it will be a cross into the middle. We'll see who can get to it. 90 plus 2. A cross coming in. It is a header that lands in front of Butland. It just wasn't well placed enough. But we have another corner kick. This is it. James Milner with a cross inside. A header. And Butland again. So we had 4 or 3 corner kicks in a row and we just couldn't get it in. It's 0-0 against Stoke City at our home ground, and we didn't really start off in the best way possible. We should have won that match, but take a look at this guy, 71 to 94 potential. I obviously just had to buy him, but I will show you guys later on that we have an incredible talent in the youth academy. After the game against Stoke City, we had to play against Arsenal, the first match in the Europa League quarter-final, I believe. We had won it against them 3-1. So I told you guys at the start that I would be simming some games, and this is just one of them because if I would have played this game, I thought my team has such low stamina, some of them would get injured, so I took the chances, simulated it. Arsenal actually scored 2 goals, which could have gotten them into the next round, but Emre Can scored in the 53rd minute and got us, instead of Arsenal, into the semi-finals of the Euro League. Yes, I know that was a very big risk to take, but I was kind of confident that my team would get a draw. But in the end, I got unlucky. They lost, but still, we managed to get into the Europa League semi-final. Now we are in the FA Cup semi-final. Arsenal have beaten their opponent and they have moved on into the FA Cup final. But our opponent is none less than the league leaders, Manchester City. And they came up with a really strong starting lineup. But we started off with a free kick of Benteke from 44 yards. What the hell? The cross is coming in. He should be heading it instead of crossing, but Daniel Sturridge scores it in the 16th minute and he makes it 1-0. Go ahead and dance around, buddy. Good job. Straight away, 1-0 against Manchester City, the strongest team in the Barclays Premier League right now in the career mode, not in real life. I mean, in real life, they're probably also the strongest team, but they are going down on form currently. But there's another great pass. Christian Benteke, one-on-one against a defender, tries to get past him, cross it in, and Sturridge tries his luck once again with another header. This time not hitting the target though. Kevin De Bruyne with the pass to the right hand side. Zabaleta, good pass inside. Riedewald messing up the defending. Sterling with the cross, and there he is, Thomas Müller. This guy, he's just unstoppable. The first match that I played against Manchester City, I believe, he scored an amazing long shot against me. Now, talking about long shots, a free kick for Liverpool, but that does only hit the wall. And we are moving on into another attack. 40th minute, James Milner with a header to Firmino. Firmino to Riedewald. What is he doing in front? It is Benteke with the shot. And a great save, Van Henderson. A big chance wasted by Liverpool to take the lead against Manchester City, and instead of doing that, we are now defending against Sterling. The former Liverpool player will now cross it in. It is a cross to Yaya Toure. He tries to volley, and the defense just deflected in front of Thomas Müller, who scores his second goal against me. I mean, yes, I'm born in Munich. I love every single player of Bayern Munich, but still, Thomas, you can just... please stop. I mean, yes, you're a good player, but now our relationship is being broken by your goals scored against me. Gabriel with the shot, and that is just not good enough. Our team needed something new. Something needed to happen in this match because we just were not good enough. 67th minute. This time Henderson on the corner kick. James Milner normally takes them. He gets the ball and he takes the shot, which gets deflected twice, and it goes into the back of the net. We are back into this match, and James Milner this time waiting for the cross from Henderson. You can clearly see the team has been practicing this, and it is a great shot in the end, which just lands in the back of the net, which would have still happened, I believe, but even though the deflections came in, we were still able to hit the target. And now Manchester City trying to get the ball away, but Alberto Moreno was trying to keep our team in the attack. He is now running towards the right hand side against two defenders of Manchester City. David Silva is not getting the ball away. Benteke in the penalty area, has it in front of him, takes the shot and scores. 75th minute. It is the third goal of this match, which now gets us the lead for the second time in this one. We had the lead at the start with Daniel Sturridge and Benteke, his weird cross that landed on the head of Sturridge. Then we conceded twice, and then we scored twice. And this is not the end. Another great attack from Benteke, but it was offside. And in the 90th minute, it's over, boys. We have beaten Manchester City to move into the FA Cup final against Arsenal in the Wembley Stadium. I'm looking forward to that match. Great job by the whole team. I was actually surprised that we were able to come back against Manchester City. Now moving on into the training, you can see that Gabriel and Riedewald are the ones that I'm training still. Valencia and Besiktas are the other two teams that are battling it out in the semi-final of the Euro League. But we have to play against Olympique Lyon, which is, after Valencia, in my opinion, the second second strongest opponent we could have gotten from those three clubs. Besiktas against Liverpool, I can still remember that match. That would be an amazing final. Back in the day when Liverpool played against Besiktas at Besiktas, his home ground, the fans just had an insane show going on and everyone was freaking out. And we started off with Beauvu hitting the crossbar. So early on, Lyon starting off with a good attack. Jallet now with the cross inside, but we are getting it away and we are moving on onto the left hand side from us this time. Alberto Moreno, who did a great job with the cross early on, and Origi, good job, but that one sadly didn't go in. We are still trying to move forward, but the defense is able to get the ball away. Now another attack started. This time Milner with the pass to Firmino, and then the deflection of the goalkeeper gets cleared by the defense. Now it's Lyon's turn. In the 37th minute, Tolisso with some nice skills. He will now take the time to pass it inside for Valbuena. But Mignolet, great save, stands on his line, doesn't rush out and waits for Valbuena to take the shot. But Valbuena was insane in this match. Take a look at this pass from him, gets it back. And there's another shot coming in from him, which could have easily been the goal for Lyon. Danny Ings, Ibe and Lallana joining in at halftime because all my players actually were down on stamina, and now I already had to change 3 players at the start of the second half. And there's a good chance coming in from Nabil Fekir, who actually is injured for a long time in real life, which sucks because he had an amazing season last time around. Lallana now has the ball. He will cross it in with his weak foot. He's looking for someone at the far post. You can see Danny Ings against the defender. He gets to it and it will go in. 1-0 in the 60th minute for Liverpool. And that is a great cross, but on top of that, a really nice header by Danny Ings. In this career mode, I have really not been able to score many headers, but in this episode especially, we already scored 2 headers. And normally from crosses from the side, I'm just not able to get it in with the headers. But this right here, how is that a foul? I touched the ball. I really don't understand. And Skirtle got a yellow card. 78th minute. Now it is another attack of Lyon. They are not trying to get the equalizer, of course, at their home ground. An away goal is really crucial for Liverpool at this point. Lallana again with the skills. Pass it into the middle. Milner with the pass to Jordan Ibe, who made a perfect run. A great counter-attack of Liverpool in the 89th minute to make sure that we have a big advantage against Lyon at our home ground. What a pass from James Milner. Good job from Danny Ings to not get onto that ball. Just let it through for Jordan Ibe, who scores his 2nd goal in the Euro League. Obviously, all of these players will have scored many goals in the Euro League because in the group stages, we have only played our reserves team. So they are used to this competition. It is actually their competition, and I'm honestly thinking about playing them in the final if we make it to the final. Now we have a big advantage, but we could make it even bigger. Lallana with the pass to Danny Ings. Lallana gets it back and smashes it onto the crossbar, and that makes it 3-0 for Liverpool. And that is it. The semi-final is done. We are moving into the final of the Euro League, and we are playing against Besiktas or Valencia, one of those teams. And Besiktas obviously would be the one that I would prefer because they are not as good as Valencia. Valencia on this game, they have amazing players, but obviously I'm expecting them to move on into the final, and that will be a very tough final. You can see that Yevgen Konoplyanka is now back from his injury, and that means we are getting closer to the point of this career mode where Coutinho will finally join back into the team. And in order to get to that point a little faster, I will be simming the 2 last matches of this game. Don't worry, I will not sim any more games. I know it is obviously not the best way to get into the final games of the season, but I just couldn't wait until these guys would be joining back into the team. After the win against Lyon, it was just clear that we would move on into the next round. You can see that Danny Ings scored again. He has done a great job, but Lyon would just not have a chance against us if we would have played against them with our starting lineup. We had a 3-0 advantage, and all of those goals were away goals. So basically, it was kind of impossible for them to get back into it in order to reach the final. But Coutinho is back into the squad. And more than that, we had another sick message. 91 to 94 potential, Oscar Lingard. He's 16 years old, 57 overall right now. But my question to you assistant coaches is, after we improve Gabriel by 1 more overall, can I focus my training onto Oscar Lingard? I will get him into the squad and he looks like an amazing talent. So he could be one of those legends that I like to create throughout my career modes. And you guys now have the choice. Should he be one of those legends in this one? Thank you assistant coaches so much for watching. In the next episode, we will get closer to the end of the season. There will be 2 more episodes, but tomorrow there will be the first episode of the My Player series. Have a nice day and now enjoy the player of the episode, Lallana.